Hi everybody, this is your friendly neighborhood Canadian, Reed, from small town Alberta, Canada, Lac La Biche. It's a town stuck in the year 1999, afraid of progress, change. They don't understand what business or free enterprise works or how economics works or all these things because, they're afraid of change and competition. It is July 20th, 2017, and I wasn't going to do a video today at all. But I was tweeting some stuff and posting some pictures on my 2 Twitter accounts and my Instagram account, and I might even make a rare appearance on Facebook today, because I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook. But the lead singer of Linkin Park has passed away, Chester Bennington, and apparently he committed suicide. And a little while ago, a great musical artist and talent, Chris Cornell, the lead singer of Soundgarden, the lead singer of Audioslave, one of the epic reasons grunge rock became so popular in the 90s. A true musical talent. He killed himself, and he had a family, and now Chester apparently has killed himself, and apparently he had 6 kids. He's 41, and it's just, I don't know. I'm just a guy. I'm year 3 on this YouTube channel, and I've got a whole bunch of videos I have to upload about how I ended up in Lac La Biche from Edmonton. It's a 3-part series explaining a whole bunch of stuff and how my life changed, and all of it for the better. But it was a rough 6 or 7 months getting there, and the reason I'm recording this is just because it's tough. But suicide is not the answer. Even if you're a rich celebrity music star with millions of dollars. I mean, Robin Williams committed suicide, right? People that you think are the happiest people in the world are dealing with depression and inner demons and pain that we can't even imagine. And you hope people can get help, and you hope people can reach out to friends or family, but it's tough. There's a lot of stigmas still with feeling depressed, feeling sad, feeling lonely, and it sucks that even people we idolize, we put on pedestals, whether they're movie stars, celebrities, music singers, professional wrestlers, suicide happens a lot, and I had a good friend of mine when I was in high school, in the 90s, a guy I worked with at a McDonald's. His name was Mark. I won't say his last name, but his name was Mark. And he committed suicide over a girl. And he was 20, I think, 19 or 20. And it affected everyone we worked with at that McDonald's we worked with. We all worked together. We were in high school together. It was a tough situation, especially when you're growing up like that. And I want to say honestly, that's probably the only person I've known, like on a serious friendship level, that has committed suicide. Where it generally made me sad, and going to the funeral and all that stuff. And the reason I just wanted to do this video is just because, I don't care if there's 6 people that watch this video. Suicide is not the answer. And believe me, I was down on my luck, a year and a half ago. I had a rough 6 or 7 month period of my life, and it was just, everything I did was wrong. Every decision I made backfired. Every plan I made didn't work. Every plan I made, whether it was dealing with money or my roommate at the time or a job situation or dealing with some friends or even everything just fell apart in my life. And I thought about it. You know, I contemplated maybe going down that road because I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. I was so depressed and so sad. And, you know, sometimes honesty with your really good friends or people you care about, it's tough. It's tough to do. And I was just thinking because a friend of mine who I'm not friends with anymore, it's not like we hate each other. I mean, there's things about him I don't like. His name's Ben, and anyone like, you know, people from a certain part of my life, Dave, Jimmy, you know, and there was people, a whole bunch of people I hung out with in the mid-2000s. You know, even my friend Clint would know of the legend of Benny. But Ben was a huge Linkin Park fan. Huge. He worshipped this group. And he worshipped this band. And I feel sad for him today, even though I'm not in contact with him anymore. He's very selfish. He's very, you know, single-minded. He only thinks about himself, and he's very, you know, it's all about him, and it's all about what he wants, and he's very self-absorbed that way. But he's a good guy. He was one of my roommates. I let him live with me for a couple years when he was down on his luck, and I've worked with him a few times, and he's a really good guy, but he has problems, right? Because we all do. There's things we don't like about each other. But I was thinking about Benny today because he's probably having a rough day. You know, and Ben, you'll never see this video, but I fucking followed you on Instagram for like 8 months, and you couldn't even follow me back as a courtesy, so I unfollowed you a couple months ago because I'm a social media, you know, you follow me, I'll follow you back. Like, you're not a celebrity, like, you know, I'm very fair that way. But I was thinking about Benny because, you know, Linkin Park was one of his favorite groups, and you know, Chris Cornell, when he passed away, that was a sad day for me. I went into work that day and I was very sad because I love Soundgarden. I loved Audioslave. Audioslave is one of my favorite groups of all time. Robin Williams was one of my favorite actors of all time when he committed suicide a few years ago. And that was tragic and heartbreaking and sad, and I just want you to know that even though when I was down on my luck and I didn't see an out, I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel, I thought about it. I did. I didn't do it. I didn't, you know, and I only confided in one person that I was really down and sad and depressed about a lot of things in my life at that time, and his name's Bruce, and he's one of the best guys I've ever known in my life, and he's one of my best friends in the world, and he was one of the only 5 or 6 people that was with me and helped keep me going during that 6 or 7 month period of my life where things were so shitty. Because of Bruce and his counsel and wisdom and advice and listening to me vent about all this stupid stuff that I thought was important, because I was behind in bills and my roommate was angry at me, but I wasn't talking to him, and my job choices weren't working out, and I was frustrated with a lot of things and some family stuff. But I just wanted it, you know, that I thought about it, and I'm glad I only thought about it, and it's never the answer. And I reached out. I knew enough to reach out for help from someone who wouldn't judge me, and I just hope anyone who sees this video or feels sad about, you know, the death of Chester and Linkin Park and stuff that happens and stuff that's going on in the world. Sometimes it's a lot of negative, and there's a lot of realities in this world that, you know, it's tough to deal with, and the pressures of everyday life, whether it's jobs or friends, or you're in love with a girlfriend or fighting with a girlfriend, or, you know, maybe you're having alcohol problems, or you have drug problems. Reach out for help. Just contact someone, contact a friend, and if you can't trust someone, go to a stranger. Phone a suicide hotline, phone suicide prevention hotline. There's many all across Canada, the United States of America, wherever you're watching this video, just reach out for help, because suicide is not the answer. And I just wanted it out there that it's a tough day for people, and I get it, but I think when you have kids, when you have kids involved, I don't think you should consider suicide an option. I don't think that's a luxury you get. I don't think you get to be that way. But I hope anyway, that's all. I just wanted to record this, and even if 5 people watch it, I'm cool with that, because maybe one person can watch this video and be like, yeah, don't do it, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. The damage you'll do to your friends and family and people you can't even imagine, that you have affected their lives in such a positive way by just being who you are. There's things you do that you don't realize how that affects other people in a great way. People love and care about you and like you and miss you and like working with you and seeing you or interacting with you, whether it's even on social media. They like your Facebook posts or your pictures on Instagram or your tweets or whatever the case may be now. Just know you're important and you have value, and you don't need to go down that route, ever. Never feel like that's the best resort to do that. So, just wanted to record this video, random video. So rest in peace to Chester, to all the Linkin Park fans out there, to Audio Slave and Soundgarden fans. Chris Cornell, man, he's one of my favorites of all time. Peace. Just get help, reach out. Thanks for watching. Cheers.